How's it going? Ryan here. And today I'm going to go over the one trade that I took on SPY. Ended up being about a 20% return. It was just a quick scalp. We'll go into that in just a second. First, we're on the daily time frame here looking at SPY. A few of the levels that were relevant to today was this 456.3736, somewhere in there. And you'll see why it's pretty much the low a day. 458.2 or so. Top of this wick, and then we have some levels from yesterday and some pre-market levels as well. We'll take a look at the hourly. So we had consolidated towards yesterday's low in the after hours and pre-market, rallied and looked really strong. Had a bit of a rejection off the open, but really held this level that I was watching. As we were opening above, I thought potentially a pullback into this 456.3 range would be a good place to find support before, continuing its way up to the next level up here, which it did. I did not trade that though, so let's take a look. So right off the open, we kind of start testing this pre-market high, get those long wicks up top. It doesn't look like a lot of buying power is coming through. Come down and test this level, and I considered taking a call right on this test here. So on the 2 minute, which I was also watching, we were in the process of printing this candle. I liked what I was seeing. I liked that we had pushed under that level, pushed back up, and we were higher volume as well, respecting that level and holding it. So I waited for this candle to close on the 2 minute. And immediately it shot up to the pre-market high. So I did not take that trade. I was hoping maybe for a little bit more consolidation so I could get a good entry close to the exit of, say, low of day and go from there. But nonetheless, I did not take a trade here. And then once we started kind of bouncing back and forth, you can see that we pretty much just bounced from the top and the bottom of this range, which if you were trading, if you took puts at the top and calls at the bottom, it's crazy how the contracts were swinging. But you see some of the volatility we were getting, and I didn't want any part of that. But I should have maintained my stance on if we held this level, it would be a good place for a pullback into intercalls, because we never even came close to breaking this. We held this 456.4 level really well. And you can even see we came down and almost touched it again here before reversing for the rest of the day. But yeah, I did not enter any trades in this just because of this chop. I wanted to see us either break down or break up before I took any trades. So did not get any of this, but we held that level really well and broke out. And when we broke out, we had a pretty nice move. The trade that I did take were puts up in here. So go back to the 5 minute. On the 5 minute, we had this big breakout, and then volume kind of topped out, started to drop. We got higher volume on this textbook reversal. Long upper wick, closes red. That's a pretty good top signal usually. You can see similar candle right here, right before it dropped. Pretty much, it's a pretty universal. I mean, here it's kind of a fake out, right? That looks like a nice reversal and did not. But nevertheless, we started printing some reversal candles on the 5 minute, as well as some upper long wicks on the 2 minute. We hadn't had a pullback on this whole move up, and so I figured that we would get a little bit of a pullback. So I entered puts up here when we were above 458. I took 458 puts, so that was the strike. I entered them slightly out of the money as we were pushing up, and I sold once we came down here and started bouncing in this level. Took 2 contracts and sold down here, and it was a quick 20%. So you look at what happens here, and of course I missed that, and that's a nice rejection right off the same area that I took puts at. So had I maybe held this a little longer, stop was above high a day. Similar story to I believe it was yesterday, where it was yesterday. The trade played out just a bit early on it, but still 20% return. Really, all I was doing was just looking for a quick scalp, and that's all it was. I wanted to enter calls, but I didn't really see a nice call, pullback that we were getting. The reason why I sold here as well is because we had the 9 EMA right at that level. So you can see once we came down to the 9 EMA, I was out. Just generally we're in an uptrend. Figure we might find some support there, which we did temporarily before selling off. But that was the reason why I took profit there. Looking like we had some signs of weakness. Also, we're up near this level. Levels aren't exact to the very cent usually. So if we're, say 10 cents off what I was looking at, that's about 10 cents difference. And we start getting the reaction I was looking for up here, I feel confident. Yeah, so that's why I entered, where I exited, why I exited. I didn't want to try to hold super long because we were looking pretty bullish over pre-market and the morning. So yeah, didn't really feel like trying to short it and catch the absolute top, but more so just a quick scalp to make something and take opportunity of what I saw, because I didn't get into the main move. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I got. I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. I trade live every Monday through Friday, so I'll be online tomorrow if you want to stop by, say hi, say what's up. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace.